Hello you beautiful people, welcome back to the Hiker Place video. Today we are on our boy Hiken, and it is the day that I finally get to release some really good news for you. So, a new hero has not officially come out yet, but has been added to our almanac. That hero, of course, all of us were already aware of it, is King. Now, the guys at Voyage have given me the release date for King, and I am going to tell you the exact day King will be available for you guys to start pulling. But before we talk about the event, let's go straight into his skills. So, King, Imperial Flame Wing, so attacks, well, that should be attacks all enemies right in front of you, dealing magic damage at 500%. And then if you land a crit, you're guaranteed to ignite the enemy. Now, we are going to talk about what Ignite is in a bit, but know that if you crit an enemy, you guarantee land an Ignite on them. Now, as you level them up, you're going to be able to get the damage boost, so that will go to 650, then 750, which is actually quite a lot when you think about it. And on top of that, you're going to gain 15% magic pierce. I feel like he's going to hit like a truck. Like, he is going to hit like an absolute truck. Awaken, if ultimate skill defeats an enemy, King removes flaws, gains divine flame effect. Again, all of that's going to be looked into. His his third skill is the next one I want to look at, because it's interesting. You get the HP up like you do with most characters, but you also get a really crazy attack buff. Now, if Kaido is on your team, he also gets an additional ability. So when Kaido casts his ultimate ability, King recovers 200 rage, which means King's able to launch again. And then when King does his ability, Kaido gains immunity control. Now, let's just have a quick look at some of the other characters, right? Say here, you don't have any other, like, crazy effect. This is the first time I think we're seeing an effect where we need to sort of partner him up. And now, you could choose to not have Kaido, but if you have him, there is a clear advantage to having him. Makes him very unique. But then I think a lot of players are going to probably be hung up on this and go, well, he's useless without this. And I don't think that's the case. I think just this skill alone is already making me want to build him. Now, Barry Zondon level. So, becomes I'm not going to be able to say that, rapidly shoots 8 flames to the sky and bombards random points on the target. Now, each flame deals 50% of attack in a small area. So again, it's a small AoE burst. While casting, remain hidden and cannot be attacked. So again, this is going to improve his survivability. So that's quite good. It's a bit like being HP locked in that period. It's quite good. And then each damage has 15% chance to ignite the enemy. Now, this does last for 8 seconds, and Ignite cannot be dispelled. This is the most important part of Ignite. It cannot be dispelled, so unlike with Kuzan, where he's got a DOT that can be dispelled, this one can't be dispelled. This is really, really, really powerful if it truly cannot be dispelled. Now, King deals magic damage at 30% of attack to targets nearby in a small area. Again, back to the AoE. And now, as we level him up, we're going to be able to unlock a little bit more damage, so that does go up to 60% attack, then to 70% attack, and then each Ignite will also dispel all healing over time. That is absolutely broken. We have some really strong healers right now in the game, with Marco, with Gion, with Law. The fact that we're going to be able to nullify that is massive, and I mean massive. Now, under Divine Flame's effect, so again, if you guys remember, Divine Flame was something that was talked about in Skill 1. So, going back to Skill 1. So, when he defeats an enemy, he will gain Divine Flame effect. So, under the Divine Flame effect, flames will ignite enemies guaranteed and shoot 4 extra flames. So, as long as we kill someone, we'll also be able to do additional flames and additional ignite. I think that's utterly broken. His damage is going to be off the charts. I don't want to say he's the new Garp. I don't. But he's getting there. I'm not trying to build hype for him unnecessarily. The more I read into his skills, the more I genuinely like him. And I like him without Kaido. Imagine. Like, even if I don't have Kaido, I would still imagine using him. Now, when the battle begins, Undispellable, Divine Flame effect. So, again, the Divine effect is Undispellable, which is broken. And that's going to give, and you're going to get damage reduction up to 30%. So again, he's quite beefy. Normally, Garp gets deleted pretty quickly. This guy's going to stick around. Ultimate skill damage is up by 50%, and he's immune to all debuffs. after casting his ultimate. Remove Divine Flame and gain Undispellable Floor effect. Okay, so after using his ultimate, he'll remove the Divine Flame effect, which is that damage reduction. It's the ultimate skill thing. And he's going to get an Undispellable Floor effect. So now damage reduction is down to 30%. Cannot gain any buffs. Floors last for 25 seconds. When the effect ends, gain Divine Flame again. So, I guess in a way, he's so powerful, they have to give him a floor. That's interesting. But then again, so cannot gain any buffs is a bit of a problem, right? But, so, after using an ultimate skill, Divine Flame becomes, you know, Undispellable Floor effect. So you have to fully awaken him. Because only if you fully awaken him, will you no longer get the floor. Well, I mean you do, but you don't get the unbuffable, which is the main issue, right? But so only when you fully max him is he super worth it. But guys, you also remove floor and gain Divine Flame if the ultimate defeats an enemy. So as long as he's built strong enough and he's killing people with it, you won't really hit the floor anyway. I don't know. I personally, and I know the tier list went out yesterday. He is going to be sitting at an S rank for me. He is going to be up there. I just don't know if he ticks into the meta tier yet. Again, I want to see his damage. I want to throw Garp's gears on him and just see what he can do. If he does anywhere near as much as I think he does, he might low-key be just better than Garp. I don't think he will be. Let's compare. Let's look back at Garp, right? Let's use this video to look back at Garp. So Garp does, again, less damage. Again, attacks all enemies. Knocks down with each Haki on the enemy, which is damage up by 20%. Now, each Haki on the enemy is also more damage up. So Garp gets that scaling damage, which is kind of OP. But the Ignite damage might be just as good. And the fact that we're negating healing, the fact that we're doing quite a lot with Ignite. Now, he might not hit numbers-wise the same, but he might just delete the team in the same way. Because negating healing is a huge thing. Again, Garp hurls balls. And then he gets one Haki for each Haki, for each attack, effectively, and that just stacks indefinitely. But, I don't know. Guys, I really don't know. He's probably not as good as Garp. You know what? You know, let's not fool ourselves. He's probably not as good as Garp, but I cannot wait to build him, personally. I think he's going to be utterly unreal. I think he is definitely an S rank, and probably one of the best attackers Emperor's going to have. When you look at Emperor as a whole, you don't really have many attackers. The best thing we have as an attacker is Yamato at the minute. Katakuri is really good for bosses, but outside of bosses, the best sort of damage dealer we have is Yamato. And I think King is probably going to take that throne. I think King will genuinely take that throne. So, yeah, I mean, be excited, guys, because King is coming out. And for those of you who want to know when King is coming out, there isn't much time, unfortunately. So, as you can see, the current limited event is ending. And is ending very soon. 4 days to go. King is officially out when this event ends. So, it is out on the 20th of November. That is confirmed by Yuna. So, we are getting King on the 20th of November. Save your Skystones. Or Skystones? Save your Golden Fruit. I'm getting all the games mixed up. Make sure you go and save your Golden Fruit. Make sure you're absolutely ready to go and get King. And guys, if you don't know how to go get an 11-star King on the first like event cycle. So as a free-to-play player, you should be able to get an 11-star King as long as you don't miss a single day during that 14-day event. It does require you to have a couple of these greens saved up. So if you still have limited tokens to pull from, you need about 4, I think it is. It's either 3 or 4 you need. As long as you have 3 or 4 going into that event, just using your recruit summons, you're going to be able to 11-star King by the end of it. So, guys, go and do that. I think you are going to absolutely love him. Yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day, people. Peace.